Alright, what's up everybody? Give Anxiety here, bringing you guys another AoE 3 video here. Back in the GUA June 2020 sub-tournament. We are in the round of 16 here, and bringing you guys best of 5 here between Kaister and Mitoe. Game 1 going to be played on Dhaka, and let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Mitoe. Let's see what civ Mitoe gets here in game number 1. Alright, Mitoe getting the British civilization. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaister. Let's see what civ Kaister gets here in game number 1. Kaister getting the Aztec civilization. Alright everybody, we're getting into game 1 here in this best of 5. We're in the round of 16 here. Last round of 16 series we played. We got Kaister versus Mitoe. Game 1 getting played on the Dhaka. Kaister playing as the Aztec, and Mitoe playing as the British civilization. Alright, throw your predictions out in the chat. What do you think? Who do you think's gonna win the series? What do you think the score is gonna be? Gonna reset the scores here. That was from the previous series. Alright, and here we go. Got a coin start here for Kaister. Oh yeah, Matt and I were arguing about that last time. Apparently, I didn't get him to legally change his name, so I believe his name is Kaister. Alright, so we got Kaister here. So this is Mitoe playing in the blue as the British, dropping down the market, going for that hunting dogs, and Kaister in the green playing as the Aztecs, going to build a market and also a fire pit and chop for some wood to build a house. So we'll be doing a lot of chopping there. Mitoe picking up a 65 coin treasure. Kaister picked up a 50 coin and a 40 coin. And trying to find them yaks. Now dropping down a house. And he's got some elephants kind of forward here. I think the elephants sometimes kind of spawn over here, can spawn over here, or over here. So I guess that's basically the worst possible spawn of elephants that Mitoe could have asked for, but you could still herd them quite well. They are in front of the base in case he gets pressured by any Aztec early aggression. And also a 40 wood hanging out over here that Mitoe passed up. Thought he was too good for this treasure. Picking up a yak. And Kaister picking up a 40 wood. Converting a lion. Ooh, and also an 80 wood. So some good treasures that he's got his eyes on here. 3 villagers coming out for both players. Let's see. Kaister got 3 villagers 7 seconds quicker. And he also got his hunting dogs 6 seconds quicker. So he's just better than Mitoe. Picking up an 80 wood treasure. And looks like Mitoe's now aging. Gonna start herding these far elephants here. And see if we got a wall segment coming down from Mitoe. And it does indeed look like this villager wants to drop some walls down. This lady is hanging out for right now. And there we go. Wall segments are coming down. Aztec explorers in position to build a trading post, it looks like. Putting down another wall segment. Close it on up. Take a look at these players' decks here. What are they sporting? Just the 2 caravels and the 1 frig. Seeing the Aztec villager building his own walls. And Kaister's deck, just with water dance, that's it. It's just the old water dance, no warships at all, actually. So both players building walls. Mitoe with the gang saw in transition, doing some scouting, and building some manners along the TPs to keep tabs on them. Did he kill the lion and not get the treasure? Looks like that's what he did. Ages up with the outpost wagon, so he's got this guy driving his horses to the other side of the map. And let's see, war huts are moving out too. We got a tiger attacking this man and a lion's gonna join in. War hut's going down, and looks like the outpost is gonna go down right next to one of the war huts. And second war hut also going down. Explorer getting found. Can sharpshoot the lion. And we got a forward barracks here from Mitoe, actually. Oh no, here's two caravels as the war huts are not up yet. And this looks like this could be a disaster. I think he wasted a shot on the Explorer there. But one war hut goes down, and second one being constructed, and it's gonna go down. It gets up, but it goes down, and there's the GG. Kaister just tapping out after that. Yeah, quite unfortunate. It would have worked quite well, obviously, if Mitoe didn't ship two caravels first. That's, you know, quite unique. Unorthodox shipping two caravels is the first H2 shipment. You're not always going to expect that. And it, unfortunately for Kaister, just directly countered Kaister's build by, you know, doing the two war huts there. So, yeah, it's a quick game there. Two war huts go down for free, and Kaister decides to tap out. So, game one going to Mitoe. Alright, game two is going to be played on Manchac. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel for Mitoe. Let's see what Civ Mitoe gets here in game number two. Mitoe getting the Russia civilization. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaister. Let's see what Civ Kaister gets here. Kaister getting the German civilization. Alright, here we are, getting into game two here in the best of 5. Game two going to be played on Manchac. So we are loading on in. Kaister playing as the German civilization, and Mitoe will be playing as the Russia civilization. This is a pretty interesting matchup here. I think it largely depends on the crate starts. Because it seems when it's a 200 wood start, it seems like German are kind of really favored in this matchup. It can depend on the map, of course, but when it's not a 200 wood start, it feels really kind of favored for like Russia. So we are seeing the 200 wood start, which is very good. Oh wait, that's the Russia player there. Kaister, but yeah, Kaister also used the 200 wood. So Kaister in the green here, playing as the German civilization with a 200 wood start, so he's able to build a trading post right away. And I think Kaister will be feeling pretty happy about this. I believe Germans are one of his main civilizations, and yeah, I mean, Germans versus Russia on a wood start generally feels pretty good. This map is a pretty aggressive map where the hunts are kind of far out there, so that's one thing that works for Russia. You know, Mitoe's a pretty good Russia player. He plays basically every civ, so comfortable with everything for the most part. But I think Kaister, all in all, he should be feeling pretty good about the civs spin, you know, the civs that he got here in the map with the 200 wood start. So we'll have to see if Kaister can put up a good game here and potentially get a W to tie this one up 1-1. And we've seen Kaister pick up a 100 XP treasure, which is very nice as the Germans, and especially when he picked up this early, gonna get his shipment in a little bit sooner. So that's actually very nice. Meanwhile, Mitoe working on 95 wood treasure himself, which is a very nice treasure, but getting caught But smart job by Mitoe, just kind of backing off. He wasn't too committed to the alligators there. And Kaister's actually lower HP, so Mitoe actually doing the pushing him back. Mitoe does have his eyes on that treasure though, wants to go back for it. Kaister doing a pretty good job tracking the explorer. Isn't aware of this treasure, but he's suspicious. He's paranoid. He knows something's probably going on. And Mitoe bluffing. Big treasure contention here. Kaister getting there in time, but it looks like Mitoe is going to get it, I believe. Yep, Mitoe does indeed get it. Kaister actually retreating there is a smart move. He realized he didn't get it, so he kind of retreated. If you hang around for too long, he could have got snared by Mitoe's explorer and then killed. So pretty good job there of Kaister not overcommitting and losing his explorer. And we got a lot of villagers. Oof, that's kind of rough. The villagers migrating for the far Turkey. Unfortunately, one of them got back hurted and went quite far. Gonna probably affect Kaister's age up time a little bit. Kaister even resorting to put his villagers on berries here as he felt like the pathing would have been too difficult to get onto this one. So gonna hurt his age up time a little bit due to the bad hurting. But he will be getting up to H2 here in a little bit. There's a little 40 food treasure. He's just gonna crack shot and take. And Mitoe actually building a TP. Wow, with that wood treasure, I suppose. He's gathering wood. Wow, so he's still gathering wood. Okay, or he can't really put villagers on food because the turkeys are all basically gone. But yeah, Mitoe actually turned that wood treasure into a trading post, which is quite interesting. So it's going to slow down his age up, but he's going to have a trading post, quicker, obviously. But I feel like wouldn't that slow down his age up a significant amount? He just found 95 wood. Did he really gather 105 wood before? Did he also? Oh, I think he actually gathered 105 wood. He did a 17 village up. Okay. So Mitoe doing the 17 village up and doing an age 1 TP. Adapting due to the treasure, quite interesting. Wow, would you look at that? Both players losing their explorers. Did the villager? I missed that. Oh, and here we go! Kaister, let's go! Kaister, Minutemen call. Mitoe sleeping. And he even had the native, but he kind of just missed scouting them, I think. Kaister picking off 2 villagers. And denying the blockhouse and trying to chase down that third one. That's what I like to see. Kaister getting up to H2 has 2 shipments stacked. Oh, he's getting the villager juked these Minutemen, unfortunately. And now backing off to try to finish this. Oh, 2 more villagers are moving forward, but good job by Kaister not going for the chase too much. And trying to go back to finish the blockhouse. Let's see, is he going to get another villager? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Another villager goes down. The villager's shooting the Minutemen, but he might lose another villager. I don't know if this villager's going to live. 2 Minutemen. Oh, the explorer's back up. This villager did get away, but lost, a third villager. So I believe 3 villagers went down. Yeah, 3 villagers lost from Mitoe. That is rough. He does save the blockhouse, though. But actually, does he? Because, now there's 2 Ulans, so he actually doesn't. Oh, God, this is so bad for Mitoe. 2 Ulans now out. Stealth Native sees them. Oh, 5 Cossacks out at the same time, so... Ulans, are they going to be able to siege down the blockhouse in time before the Cossacks get there? I think they are. Just 1 more. Yeah, they're going to get it. 1 more. Oh, no, he cancels it. Oh, he probably should have just committed to it. I don't know. He canceled that and he's going to lose them anyways. Oh, that's painful. reinforcing Ulans, definitely taking some hits there. They didn't need to, but 2 more Ulans is actually going to allow Kaister to fight this. Not the best, start to this fight. Losing this fight kind of worse than he should be. This fight should be going better for him, but oh my god, now the blockhouse is getting built. But still, it may get denied. Oh, the Ulan trying to go to get the bill. Man, he canceled the animation, and it was like almost through, and it would have killed the blockhouse. Ah, that was a little rough. So blockhouse is ultimately going to get up, but 3 villagers went down. Let's take a look at text completed. Mitoe with nothing. Kaister while Dops being trained. Okay, or being shipped. That is interesting. And if the proxy market, whoa, double market. We got the old double market coming out from Mitoe. What in the world? Muskets popping. And Ulan's just going to try to go in on the muskets. No, backing up a little bit. Gonna lose another villager here. Dops moving on in, trying to get on the front line there to get to the muskets, and they do. Starting to work on the muskets there. Another batch of muskets trained here, but the Ulans are going to try to connect the snare. 700 food is Mitoe's shipment after the 5-4 Cossacks. Eco 30 of 24 after losing. How many villagers did Mitoe lose in this game? 4 villagers. The old double market on Mitoe. And Kaister's just going to retreat after this. Has a barracks and a stable built back at home. Mitoe realizing the 2 markets, and I don't know why this was a proxy market. There's so much confusion here. And then the defensive stable. 8 crossbows being shipped, more Ulans being trained, and this is a strong push here. Looks like a shipment's on the way, I believe, from Mitoe as he's overpopped here. But this blockhouse is going to be threatened right now. And, I mean, what is this going to be like? There's a lot of German units here attacking this blockhouse. And the Expos are scaring the Russian units back. He's going to go ahead and pick off this blockhouse. He's going to start working on one of the markets. And yeah, there's the Strelts popping at home now. Looking at the Vil gap, there is a 5 Vil difference here. Kaister's up 5 Vils and ahead by 20 military units. He's going to drop a 2nd trading post here. That's a lot of hunt right there. Good herding job from Mitoe. Ulans are moving in, looking to pick off some villagers here. Nope, backing up. Oh, the Dops are not here. Oh, these are 5 more additional chops trained. So, and Minutemen being called for Mitoe as Kaister's kind of retreating just in time, but Mitoe's going to connect with the snare. The Cossacks are getting on top of the crossbowmen, and the Dops are going to kind of struggle to really get there with all the trees blocking them, but they're trying to find their way. As I think this is going to go a lot better for Mitoe than it really should be. Dops still haven't connected at all, and getting their first swing in right now. And just the Strelets are going to be able to deal with the Dops really efficiently. Dops now kind of getting on the front line, though, getting some swings in. Blockhouse being built. Another villager low HP. Blockhouse gets up. And I think ultimately, with the blockhouse firing, Mitoe is going to hold this and push Kaister back. Looked like a pretty good trade here for Mitoe. Might lose a villager, saves that low HP villager. And Explorer connecting with the snare to finish off the rest of these crossbows. Villager, I believe, just went down there. So we have Kaister up by 5 villagers, and he's also aging behind this. Cossacks trained. So I think that was a good trade for Mitoe, but I mean, Kaister was ahead quite a bit before that, so kind of riding his advantage. About to be up to age 3.
Yes.
And Mitoe gonna start sieging down this trading post, one in the middle, but now he sees that Kaister is in age 3. How is he gonna respond to this? And there are a lot of villagers gathering some very far gold. No way you went through. Did he only have 1 gold mine? Did he gather 2 gold mines? He would have went through that gold extremely quickly. And this actually could be a nightmare for Kaister if he doesn't get. But Ulans are coming out now, and I think he'll have just enough to be able to hold this off here. As I would assume Kaister probably has a shipment on the way, since he's got 2 trading posts. He's got to probably have something on the way here. Yep, there's the 3 war wagons. Be nice if he can upgrade his Ulan, since he's already got quite a few Ulans actually. Take a look at units in queue. Got skirmishers in queue for Kaister. And Ulans. But no, or is he going to upgrade the Ulans? Let's see. Yep, now I'm going to start upgrading the Ulans. Good call. And looking at the recalculated eco, I mean, Mitoe all of a sudden is now down 1 villager only. But obviously an age behind. And down slightly in the military pop. But, I mean, there's a lot of exposed villagers here. There are just villagers that are, you know, are far out on the map. Ooh, look at that native. Upgrades coming in for both players here. Steel traps. German Explorer does go down, and Musket's going to potentially get a raid here. Going to kill 1 villager at least. Nice little pickup, and now all of a sudden Mitoe's ahead in eco. But looks like these muskets may get picked off by the war wagons. At least 1 of them going down, perhaps a second. Boyers coming in. Kaister pulling the muskets. 3rd musket going down there. And we do have vet Ulans now on the field. Skirmishers out of position. Kaister are going to be forced to, I think, almost fight here as the skirmishers are out of position. This is a lot of Russian units. We do have vet Ulans and then 9 Ulans being shipped, so that's going to be a huge addition. 9 Ulan shipment there. Muskets going in melee mode, trying to deal with the Ulans. Ulans trying to connect here. Strelit's still kind of on the front line, some of them punching. War wagons staying alive in the back. But look at this Russia force actually plowing through. And kind of forced Kaister to take a fight I don't think he really wanted to take. And Kaister already going through these gold mines so quickly. But another no, not another. It looked like a shipment, but no, just like skirms and Ulans, you know, being trained at the same time. It looked like a shipment. Some reinforcing units here. And the Strela count's starting to melt. A couple of war wagons are alive, going to be able to do some work here. And reinforcing Strelitz though, and villager out exposed here. Going to have to retreat. And man, Mitoe coming from behind and just hanging in here, and it looks like he's gonna potentially win this game after a pretty horrific start. And now Mitoe's got a lot of cav out on the field, and he's gonna start raiding. And I'm not sure if Kaister had idle TC or what, but he's really falling behind in the eco game. I think he lost just like 1 villager, but now losing a lot of villagers. And Mitoe's actually looking to be in a good spot here. 8 Ulans being shipped for Kaister. But a lot of villagers going down here. Ulans are getting some good hits in here. 1 war wagon able to do quite a bit of work here. And gonna clean up this entire Russian mess. 2 villagers getting trapped in the stable as they do not want to leave. Deletes the stable. Probably a smart thing to do. I would have most likely deleted the villagers, but that is probably the smarter choice. I tend to kill villagers. Ulan's moving in for a raid here. And I think there's just enough units to really have a good fight for Kaister here. And Mitoe kind of getting caught out here actually as these war wagons coming in. And this is a really good cleanup for Kaister. Ulan's could be backing up though to maybe stay alive a little bit more. But just going to take the win there. And now Kaister's pushing. And yeah, Kaister really just got a lot of units with all these shipments coming out. As it was getting harder for Mitoe to kind of keep making units as he had to get further out on the map. And even economic theory coming out from Mitoe. So Mitoe kind of lost his fire a bit. He was looking really good there for a while, but then Kaister just putting together all these military units as the German military can do. And yeah, this is looking really good for Kaister as just enough Ulans here and war wagons to really deal with everything. And cavalry combat coming out for Kaister. Now Mitoe up 2 villagers behind in military and in age. Cossacks going for a raid, but they're going to get picked off a little bit here. Nope. Get one shot off? Nope. No shots. And the villagers moving across the map. But they can't afford to stay there. And this is just looking really good for Kaister here. Mitoe not enough military, and all these villagers getting caught out. And the Ulans find the villagers. Trying to do some jukes around the mine. But that is going to be it. Kaister taking this one. Well played from Kaister, getting the old Minutemen to pick off the villagers building the forward blockhouse. Classic. He almost let Mitoe take it though. That was a close one. He almost kind of threw it. Losing 3 villagers to those Minutemen. Alright, we're going to get right into Game 3 here. Game 3 going to be played on New England. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Mitoe. Let's see what Mitoe gets here in Game 3. Mitoe getting Russia again. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaister. Let's see what civ Kaister gets here in Game number 3. Kaister getting the port civilization. Alright, we are getting into Game 3 here. It's best of 5. Series is currently tied 1-1. Alright, Game 3 going to be played on New England as we load on in. Alright, we have Mitoe in the blue playing as the Russia civilization and Kaister in the green playing as the port civilization. Looks like Kaister's probably missing a hunt. See if the players want to re or not. I think Kaister's fine with playing it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not that. He's definitely missing the hunt here. They both have the two side ones. This is like the middle. This is even closer for Mitoe, kinda. This is like the middle hunt, and then this is Mitoe has this, but Kaister doesn't. But Kaister said he's fine with playing it, so. Alright, so got some explorers attacking each other. Let's take a look at these decks here. What are we working with? ATP, Colonial Militia, 2 Caravels, 1 Frig, and Mitoe with 2 Caravels and 1 Frig. Kaister unfortunately getting his Explorer caught, which is really big, especially if he's going to be going for ATP. It's going to make building trading posts a lot more difficult. And yeah, ATP coming on in. Explorer getting scared back by TC fire though. And Kaister now already up, aging on up. And you're going to start working on these trading posts. Mitoe finding an 80 food treasure and a couple sheep, so he's going to go ahead and pick up this treasure. Kaister just picking up a 40 XP, and now I'm going to start building these trading posts here. And wall's coming down. So we got Kaister playing this defensively. And a blockhouse coming down right next to the trading post. And Mitoe is going to see these walls. And the trading post attacking the villager, but blockhouse will get up in time. Second trading post going down. I feel like he's building them quite slow. Obviously, he's found some wood on the wall. And only going to have 2 trading posts right now. But the walls are pretty big. I'm actually walling this completely off. But I think there's a gap here for Cossacks to fit through, which can be huge. And Kaister's going to have 3 TPs. This is actually quite nice. Like, if he walls this off, stops like aggression, and gets 3 TPs. I feel like Mitoe's yet to build a trading post. Finally gonna build one. Oh my god, I don't think I'm pretty damn sure Cossacks can squeeze through this. And I don't think Kaister knows about it. He even built a segment here to make sure nothing can squeeze through there. Maybe even there, I don't know. Muskets trained and starting to siege on the wall. And TC on the shoreline with a dock going up and a native post being built. Okay, well, it's cheaper, right? You got ATP, it's gonna be cheaper. And the fish, you get the fishing boat upgrade for only 75 wood and 75 gold. And this is gonna give you a little bit of XP, so wow. It's quite nice. And more walls coming down from Kaister. I really like how Kaister's playing this, but he needs to rush. I think put another villager on these walls as the muskets are kind of... I think they're taking too long, a little bit too long. So I think these walls will get up. And yeah, Kaister's actually playing this really well. Did not ship schooners. This is interesting. So he's sea booming without schooners, but with ATP, which I actually kind of really like. Let's see if he finishes up these gaps. Only left this not built. That's actually really big. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. I hope really... Oh, okay, he's not closing it. Close it, close it, close the gap! And while building this other native post too. Oh, why are you not closing it? Oh, that just is silly. A single musket fending off the force. That's just silly. Oh my god, 2 villagers going down for free. What are you doing? Well, that's painful. Losing 3 villagers for no reason, that hurts. There's 8 expo shipment. 8 expos is going to be really nice and could potentially kill all these muskets, which was actually going to be huge. But losing those 3 villagers for no reason, not finishing the wall was really big. By not finishing that, if you just finished that wall, he wouldn't have lost 3 villagers, and he wouldn't even have really had to ship 8 expos. So massive, like the difference between him finishing the wall and not finishing the wall. But even with all that being said, 22 villagers to 25. Walls coming down from Mitoe here. Mitoe with hunting dogs. 3 blockhouses? What? Okay. Maybe a little bit overkill, but why not? And Dhaka on the island. Pretty good sized island. "13 Strelets being shipped. And still not closing the wall here. Or even right there, I think, for that matter. 2 caravels shipped for Kaister. Kaister able to see all these military units, so the trading post getting a lot of information. Doesn't have the fishing upgrade yet. Muskets being trained here for Kaister. Ooh, could get some nice hits here on the villagers if he notices. Oh wow, look at that. Dropped off some military units. Oh, he could have dropped them off right there. Nice little raid there. Mitoe have seen this right away though, actually. Oh, just out of position. Minutemen being called, so that's pretty nice. Forcing a Minutemen call from this little raid. And now just backing off. That's actually really nice. Let's see where that other boat went. Wait, what happened to, oh, over here. Mitoe gonna take the trading post. Killed the other TP. And units are gonna get home safely. Oh man, I could kill these villagers. And one of them's even low HP. Or half HP about. Going back for a raid, but they're gonna get caught here. Oh, good job from Kaister reacting on time. And gonna get a nice shot in with the boats there. Killing a Strelet and damaging some other ones. Oh, can you get a shot again? Nope. Gonna drop them back off, do another raid. Ooh, on the cliff there. But Mitoe kind of predicting it. Looking at the recalculated eco, 4532. Now units getting caught there. Mitoe with that 9,000 IQ. Predicting Kaister's moves. 700 food arriving for Kaister. And Kaister's aging. Mitoe also aging himself. Researching the fishing upgrade from the dock. He has yet to get the fishing upgrade from the trading post, which is, I thought, the reason why I built it. Hopefully he remembers it. And up 12 villagers is a pretty good amount, but actually now there is 4 TPs, and once you upgrade those, that will kind of close that gap. And also pushing with quite a bit of military here with 2 shipments stacked. Jeez. So Mitoe getting H3. He is housed though. Did just send a shipment. Nope, canceled it. Perhaps sent 1,000 wood. And the walls go down. Blockhouse getting shots in. Town center being built here. Oh, not really sure why you're fighting there. I think maybe trying to buy time for his TC, but I don't think you really need to buy that much time. It's gonna get up. You could definitely, obviously, call Minutemen. It'd be nice to see. Okay, sir, he's got a lot of resources. So, oh, here we go. Castadors being trained. Could potentially see like double set of Minutemen. There's 1 minute, 1 set of Minutemen. Didn't connect the snare though. So the muskets are going to retreat. Villager going down. Other set of Minutemen, but it's a complete choke. Going on the wrong side. So this set of Minutemen are really wasted. Definitely could have went a lot better for Kaister. Kind of surprised and disappointed by Kaister there. If you're going to call both sets of Minutemen, you should kill basically that entire army, or at least like half of these muskets. But he allowed a big group of muskets to escape there. Yeah, if you're going to call both sets of Minutemen, you got to at least snare with one of them and try to kill that whole musket mass there. Some walls going on down for Kaister, leaving some gaps. Looking at the recalculate eco 55 to 41, so pretty big gap there. Still forgot to get the fishing upgrade. Deleted the pillars and placing some more walls. So do have 4 TPs though, and we have an artillery foundation, also a town center in the middle here. Wow, is it? Can I fire at like both ponds? That's quite interesting if you can. I mean the edge, I guess, of both ponds. And Russia can really make up the Vill gap pretty quickly, especially with 2 TCs when they train villagers in the batches. 2 Falcons being shipped. We start working on the walls here. More villagers going down. How many villas has Kaister lost this game? Well, 5 villagers. 5 more than really should have, I suppose. But it kind of feels like more, but... Ooh, look at that Minutemen go down. Warship moving on in, try to get a shot off. Does get a shot off on the cannon and backs away. It's actually perfect, exactly what you wanted there. Minutemen being called. Taking some hard volleys there. Castadors, low HP units getting hit by these cannons. Whew, not what you want. Low HP, Caravel needs to go heal. Oh, Kaister actually just tapping out here. He's got, oh my god, I guess he was trying to age. I guess Kaister was trying to age here, but honestly, I don't know why he resigned. This is definitely an early resign. Yeah, it definitely is not over, especially while he's even got Huss out. Yeah, definitely a better resign. I mean, Kaister's up in score, like significantly up in eco. Or not significantly, he's up in eco. He's even got an artillery foundation already. He could just train 2 Colves, yeah. Extremely strange resign. Kaister's probably winning the game right now, but decides to resign. But yeah. Let's take a look at it. I don't think you can move this after. It doesn't work now. Yeah, definitely really weird. I mean, these cannons... I mean, the TC's going to go down. Maybe the dock, but you have dock over here. And you could easily have 2 Colves before the cannons even start attacking this TC. And 2 Colves can... You could potentially get 4 cannons killed like for free and be looking really good in this game. So I don't know. Unfortunately, Kaister resigning early here. I mean, Mitoe's gonna has 4 TP stagecoach, so he's at like at least maybe 54 villas. I mean, Kaister's still got a better eco, and yeah, I don't know, it's just strange, but he's got a shit ton of res in the bank, so he could pop out like a lot of units. easily pop out 2 coals, or just go like 4 phallics or something. But yeah, definitely weird. But what are you gonna do? Mitoe won game 1, right? Is that 2-1 Mitoe? Yep, 2-1 Mitoe. Take a look at post-game stats real quick. Why not? All reds gathered. Mitoe won all reds gathered game, actually. Build your population. Alright, we're going to get in game 4 here. Game 4 going to be played on Wadmalaw. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel for Mitoe. Let's see what civ Mitoe gets here in game number 4. Mitoe getting the Japan civilization. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaister. Let's see what civ Kaister gets here. Kaister getting the ports. Alright, Kaister asking for the respin. Let's go ahead and respin his civ. Let's see what civ he gets here. Only sub alerts, no follow alerts. That's too distracting. Kaister getting the Sioux civilization. Alright, getting into game 4. Mitoe currently up 2-1. This best of 5. Playing on Wad. Mitoe playing as Japan. Kaister playing as Sioux. Alright. Looks like we got a coin to start here. Let's start with this single orchard. And some berries. Berries are in front of the TC. And got some corn here. Kaister are going to pick up... Oh, wow. You never see this treasure so close, actually. That's actually very unique. Usually this is like more in the middle of the map, but it's actually really close to Kaister's TC, so it's actually a pretty good treasure there. Picking up 100 wood right there, so that's nice. And 130 wood treasure. Let's see if he goes for a convert just to grab one of these guys, or if he doesn't work on something else. Finding 70 food. Mitoe finding a 70 wood though. It's always nice with the Japan. Wow, look at that Divine. Jesus Christ, why is Divine Strike still in the game? He was like half HP and he died. That was something. Kaister not gonna go for this yet. Waiting, or perhaps he's waiting for the. No, I don't. He didn't even like convert one of the other guys. So, oh no, he did. He did. Yeah, so he perhaps waiting for the convert to come back. Might have picked up that 70 wood. Kaister being aggressive with his canoe. Picking up 70 food treasure here. 2 explorers moving out across the map. And we're going to have some canoe on canoe action here. Oh. Kaister getting the first hit. Cherry Orchard. Ooh, that was nice little cherry orchard going on to the island to get the cows. I'm going to leave that treasure there though. It's a rifleman. And the race is on. The canoe race is on. This canoe missed. Yeah, but Kaister did have the first hit anyways. It is annoying that they can kind of miss, basically, and it's essentially just random. Fires away. Oof, one more hit, and Mitoe's canoe does go down here. That's actually massive. I saw this before in like the Lucas, when Lucas was playing. I forgot who he was playing versus, but it was something like similar situation where like the canoe lived, and like, ooh, connects. So this is actually huge. So okay, Mitoe actually shipped Heavenly Kami, so this works out for him. But I saw this earlier in the sub tournament. It was a situation where like Lucas was China playing versus a Japan player, and I think his canoe killed the Japan player's canoe. And then the Japan player shipped the typical like 3 fishing boats that you'd usually ship on water maps. And then Lucas had his canoe at like low health kill like 3 fishing boats for free, you know, like at like 4 minutes or whatever. And it was like game changing. And then the other players, you know, got the fishing boats from the port consulate, and Lucas was asleep with his fishing boat for a while, but he could have even killed those fishing boats. And it basically forced the Japan player to ship like 2 warships to deal with like a half HP canoe. It was actually hilarious. Yeah, the one canoe get like so much value just because it won the 1-on-1 fight. An outlaw man is marching across the map. Where's my phone here? Alright, War Hut is up. And the TP is being built. Wow, 3 shrines directly on top of one another. And 3 more shrines. Trading post is built. Gets the XP pass. Outlaw. Doing outlaw things. I had 2 TPs built here, and Hunting Dogs Research, 4 Axe Riders first shipment. To put on some aggression, but full walls are up in time. Trained 4 clubs, which is pretty nice to start sieging these TPs down. Even the Axe Riders to potentially siege TPs, but actually it looks like he's looking for the Explorers, which I guess is good, but he's actually going to find the Explorer, but the Explorer will move back, of course. Axe Riders could be sieging. And a dock going down, but Kaiser's fishing boat's in the perfect spot to see it. That's good for him. Explorer poofs back and has to basically delete a shrine that was almost built there. Market being built. Barracks is up. Look at this beautiful wall. Gate right there. It's like another wall from like a scenario editor with the pillars on the end. And he's double docking it. $700 wood out of Kaister. More clubs being trained to work on these shrines here. But 16 villager difference. It's before 7 minutes. That's pretty insane. Canoe's going to go down. He's aware of the fishing boats. Not going to go down. Does have 3 TP stagecoach though, and 5 villagers shipped. So 36 villagers plus 3 TP stage. I think that's about 10 villagers or so. Puts him up to 36. Still behind 3 villagers. Wow, look at the score though. I mean, Sioux obviously is always low score. Jap's also usually pretty low score, but I mean when you see Sioux up 10 score, it feels good, but I mean the eco difference is just actually growing for Mitoe. 600 wood coming in. Finding both monks here, both of the explorers. See if he can kill them before they poof. Mitoe a bit distracted, gonna lose 1. Perhaps the second will poof away. It's not really that big a deal losing 1. War clubs and some Sedans even trained in case there are some Ashes or Yumis to push the clubs off the shrines. And a stable being built and just more walls. A lot of market upgrades coming in. 700 coin for Kaister, so Kaister's gonna age up. He is doing a good job of really clearing the map of the shrines here. Still 30 villagers to 49. 3 TP Sage, I'm gonna probably put you to 40, but since we 40 villagers to 52. $600 coin coming out from Mitoe. I think he's going to use that to pump out some naggies here. Another wall being built. Gate being built. And a couple canoes being trained actually as we have a dock built. Canoes are going on, moving on in. It's actually quite nice. Because canoes, you know, they're pretty cheap and yeah, they could cause quite a bit of havoc here. Just idling a lot, killing one villager already. And I mean, idling a lot of villagers, they're gonna have to back off though or just go down. And Mitoe actually moving out across the map as you see Kaister aged up. Kaister moving in with the Axe Riders here. We're going to try to keep the warhead up, and I don't know if there's a Unipop shipment. This could go good for Kaister. Building a TP, who really wants to hold this position. Not a whole lot of anti-cav, a couple more Ashes moving on in. Getting in melee mode. Batch of Wakina trained and dog soldiers. I don't think Kaister's aware of this wall here yet though, as he now sees it. Yeah, he lost both of those canoes, it looks like, unfortunately. Yeah, they could have done quite a bit of damage, but... so basically 42 villagers of 63, pretty massive gap there. Nagy's moving in, now backing off. Yumi's getting a lot of good shots and all these units kind of dance around. And Kaister committing here with his cavalry and Wakina, trying to get some licks in. Is the Sioux Explorer here? I don't think he is. Where is that guy? No. Oh, he's dead. Outlaw. Telling them to back up. And 2 warships actually shipped for Mitoe, so kind of an overreaction from Mitoe, but at the same time he's got so many fishing boats that it's kind of just, I guess, worth it to just be overly safe since he's got a massive eco. We do have a town center being built here for Kaister. And elite axe riders researched. Looking at to recalculate eco 37 to 75. So yeah, you got 3 TP Stagecoach, maybe put you at 47, but 47 to 75, that's a pretty big gap. Second barracks being built. Yumi attack. Some more eco upgrades trickling on in from Idle here. Club's finding the Explorer. Gonna probably kill him before he poofs. Nice little pickup. Gonna be able to kill these shrines. Deny this one. Picking up some more shrines here. Meanwhile, Mario going for the counter push and advancing the walls. Classic. I remember doing this with Brits longbows. Kaister looking to see if we can get a trap. Club's getting some hits in there. And so that's a lot of fishing boats. A lot of fishing boats Mito's got working for him. Third TC being built for Kaister, so doing a good job of trying to boom behind this, but it's just so far behind in eco at this moment that I don't think he's really gonna catch up. Mito meanwhile now advancing to H3. Might just have to start building his shrines at home though, and yep, looks like that's what he is doing. Another layer of walls going down. And we do have a fire pit built. Got Ashy attack, Yumi attack. Fishing upgrades coming in. Long lines. Wonder, does this have the fishing? No, what do you get? The Cree? Oh, you get the Cree villagers. Why does it not let me click on it? Oh, the 4 settlers. Wait, do they change this? This is the Cree one, right? You can't train the French girls? Is that? I guess that was changed. You can send that 4 shipment. Akina getting a villager. And military is pretty even, and Jap's military is going to be coming scary pretty soon. Yumi's being upgraded. Probably see Nagi upgrade soon. Double stable. Rifle riders are out. Might almost max at 200 pop. With floating a ton of res. Meanwhile, he's got upgraded Yumi. I don't know why Nagi upgrade's not in queue yet. And yeah, model the Japan army is just looking really scary. 59, basically I guess 69 villagers to 88, pretty big gap there still. And when Japan has more military unit population, that is not good. There's Nagi hit points. And there's a lot of Nagi. Yumi going AFK there for a second. And yeah, Mito's 200 pop and almost enough res to age, so kind of just do whatever he wants here. Advancing with more walls. And he is now 200 pop, so I guess now he has to age in a little bit. Oh, look at the units of these. What are they doing? 96 villagers to, we'll say, 80. And Mitoe can't spend his res anymore, so he's forced to age. But meanwhile, Kaister is actually aging himself. Look at this. Mitoe leaving just enough room for a wonder. Was this planned? No villagers on it yet, though. And an arsenal wagon. What? He's in the Dutch consulate. Could send the old bank. Drops the old arsenal. Making sure he gets those quadruple layer walls down. Mitoe just 2 villagers building the wonder. Meanwhile, he's aging up. Meanwhile, floating like 3k res. Just casually floating 3k res while aging. More than 3k res now. That's pretty funny. Upgrading the Nagys, and he's just getting like insane upgrades with the with the Jap units. This will be interesting. I'd like to see a big button. Oh man, can we see like a 204 population called a big button? That could be kind of cool and maybe scary, like siege dance. I mean, you have to get through all this stuff, but I'd like to see a big button and push with big button. Make it at least interesting. Trade monopoly. Mitoe upgrading the old walls. You know, because why not? Hey, Daimyo gets the upgrade. Forcing Jap to leave the base with the trade monopoly, but more walls are coming down. Upgrade Wakina. Some upgraded Rough Riders, Axe Riders. Did he call it big button yet? Intervention in. Needs a. Oh, he's got like 4,000 food though. Come on, go already. Can't you like big button and go? Is he waiting on upgrades or what's he doing? Now he's bleeding out units. Where's the dog soldiers at? Bring out them dogs. Sioux Army gonna connect onto the Yumi here. I don't see the dogs. There's the dogs. The dogs are let out. Nagys are really clumped up here. You can't even see what's going on with all the with the wall and all this madness. Yumi are just gonna be hanging out though, far and away for days. Wakina in pretty good position too though with the Rifle Riders. At the same time, Rifle Riders actually can be doing a lot of damage to these Nagys here. Looking at the military population, Kaister is hanging out at 104 to 52, and Yumi is starting to fall. Looks like the fight's going well for Kaister as the Jap army is being forced to retreat here. We do have some muskets coming forward for Mitoe. And the eco difference is not that much different anymore. And actually, the trade monopoly is not that far away. We do have some very upgraded Nagys though. And Yumi's upgraded again. More Nagys coming in. 8 Axe Riders shipped though. I mean, that's a pretty big shipment. And Mitoe's kind of bleeding out units right now. There's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to kill a trading post, and he's continuing to bleed out units. Shogunu being shipped. And I guess Kaister just has to keep enough military going to keep these TPs alive. We're not seeing any like artillery from Mitoe either, so I mean, you could potentially like easily shut it down with, I don't know, make a war. No, I don't think you can make a warship, but some like, you know, flaming arrows or something. But Mitoe's on a clock right now. He's got 2 minutes left to do this. And looking at the military population, Mitoe's moving in probably like too early once again. There's just too many units from Sioux. Like, I think Mitoe would win this game without the trade monopoly, but the trade monopoly may be coming through here for Kaister, as Mitoe is just kind of continuing to bleed out units here. Big batches of Nagy's coming. He's got so many res. I think he needs to just build more military buildings and just continue to get giant batches out. Or where's that daimyo? Can't you like train like 20 units at once? You gotta do that upgrade, right? Yumi's firing away. What's the clock? 1:15. This ain't looking good. I looked away from the clock for a little bit, and we're coming up to a minute. It's gonna be a close one. I mean, the military gaps are really evening up. Kaiser's kind of going through his bank. He really needs to just sell wood and just get as many units out. He still has max pop though, actually. And Mitoe's at like 140 only. Mitoe's actually struggling for res. Man, wall or I don't know, drop some warheads or some shit. Boats firing away here. And we're 30 seconds. I looked away again. 20 seconds. Kaister's about to win this shit. You need to go kill 2 trading posts, I believe. 2 native posts. And Kaister is about to win the game. Wow, I did not see that coming. Trade monopoly. Oh, come on. You gotta let it finish, man. I hate when players do that. Wow. So Mitoe loses the game. I did not see that happening. Wow. Okay, I was laid back for like 25 minutes straight, and then that's insane. Mitoe actually lost that game. That is pretty hilarious. The trade monopoly coming through. Wow. Mitoe was so many res, and he just started bleeding out. I think panic mode set in. Like, he didn't need to push when he initially was here. And he was like just bleeding out units for a while, like at low population. And he should have just remassed to 200 and then pushed, and like potentially even delete villagers, and drop more military buildings. But he went like full panic mode and was like taking small engages with like not his full army as that clock was ticking. Wow. So okay, Kaister won the game. That is, I guess that happened. Wow, so we're gonna see a game 5 here between these two. Jeez. All res gathered, might not gathering by a significant amount, but trade monopoly coming through. I guess that you could say that's what Mitoe deserves for doing these quadruple layer walls, huh? Man, wow. Alright, well that's it for this game. We're gonna be getting into game 5. Alright guys, we're gonna get into game 5 here in this best of 5. What a series here. So game 5 going to be played on Klondike. Kaister does not have a civ respin available. Mitoe does. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Mitoe. Let's see what civ Mitoe gets here in game number 5. Mitoe getting the German civilization. And let's go ahead and respin it for Kaister. Let's see what civ Kaister gets here in game number 5. Kaister getting the Russia civilization. This is Klondike, so a lot of the resources are pretty far out there, so it makes a good map for being aggressive. And there's a giant TP line, so it kind of rewards civs like Russia that can get map control and even secure a TP line. All right, we're in game 5 here in this best of 5. This is do or die. Winner of this moves on to the round of 8 and wins a $20 prize and continues their tournament journey. The loser of it is knocked out and gets nothing. So we have Mitoe up in the north in the blue playing as a German civilization. Down in the south, Kaister in the green playing as a Russia civilization. Oh. Uh-oh. It's like a little, maybe slightly sloppy herding to start it off. Kaister just dropping a house here. Was a gold star. Kaister decided just to drop the house there though, not do anything too fancy. And Mitoe deciding to place a market here, and looks like he's going to be going for hunting dogs. Picking up a 50 coin treasure, so that's quite nice there for him. Kaister picking up a 50 wood as the two explorers are going to meet each other. Hunting dogs coming in for Mitoe at 1 minute 10 seconds. Quite a bit of far herding here Kaister's doing. And Mitoe just picking up a little XP treasure there, 40 XP. Say slightly sloppy 8 times fast. Slightly sloppy, slightly sloppy, slightly sloppy, slightly sloppy, slightly sloppy, slightly sloppy, slightly sloppy. That's pretty good. Mitoe picking up a 50 coin treasure and also a 50 wood here. Let's see, is Kaister going to get it? Kaister does pick up the wood treasure. That was not fast. Me being tired, it was fast. Well, what's going on? We got Kaister shipping the wood shipment. Gonna be aging up here. He's floating a lot of res here. Enough to get hunting dogs even. I'm gonna age up here, 14 vil age up. Have to see what he goes for. Moving villagers across the map, so I think he's just gonna do a typical rush actually, which could be really good. I mean, this map alone is a good map to rush on because the hunts are pretty damn far. And Mitoe could easily be thinking that, okay, this guy's gonna be trying to lock down the TP line. So let me like try to strategize around that, and then he may forget about like the heavy all-in rush. And if Kaister just forgets about TPs and just goes for an all-in rush, he could potentially catch Mitoe off guard. And I think that's what Kaister is kind of going for. He's moving the villas across the map. Looks like he's just ignoring the TP line, and he's placing a really forward blockhouse. So I actually like this a lot from Kaister. Mitoe is building a trading post. And yeah, it wasn't a Woodstar. I've talked about, they actually played the same matchup. This was game 2. Kaister, it was reversed. Kaister was German, Mitoe was Russia. Kaister called Minutemen, and Kaister ended up killing 3 villagers that were building a blockhouse. He had to chase down the third one. Blockhouse ended up getting built like later on. It never got destroyed, but he killed 3 villagers, and Kaister went on to win that game. In that game, it was a wood start, which I was talking about how wood starts in this matchup, the crate start's like very huge, plays a huge role in the matchup. And on a wood start, it feels like very German favored, but then on anything but a wood start, it feels Russia favored kind of, or it basically feels Russia favored. So this was not a wood start, so that kind of makes it rough for German, even if you just ignore like the big TP line. So yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be an easy one for Mitoe. These guys work cut out for him, but I think he's actually opening up really well. He sees there's no TPs being taken, so I think he's just responding by doing like standard German hold the aggression, hold the rush. And I think he's playing it very well. And he even placing the wall, being like extra careful. So opening barracks, already a really nice wall, and just from the buildings, and then he placing a wall segment, a very nice opening actually. And yeah, opening with pikes. So I think Mitoe actually played this perfectly. Muskets are trained here. But still, not a ton of hunt. Not a whole lot of hunt. Let's see if Kaister can starve him out. We do have a market built, so Kaister not going all in. You know, at least getting some eco upgrades here. Mitoe with an early steel traps. Another house being built for Mitoe in the back. Positioning his units kind of in front. Wow, and then actually deleting the wall segment. It's quite interesting. Kind of weird, to be honest. I don't know why he's being extra aggressive with his units. I think he's now thinking Kaiser's bluffing, but I do not like this. This is not gonna really go well for Mitoe. Should not go well. I mean, pushing into a Russia blockhouse is just kind of insane. 8 crossbows. All right, he's doing the timing push here actually, which I kind of like, I guess, but. I mean, it still feels like this shouldn't work, and I don't think it really. I don't know. It could work, but I don't know. Pushing in Russian blockhouse is always like playing Russian roulette, man. You're playing with death, pushing on a Russian blockhouse, and yeah, it's just not going to work. A second blockhouse is going to get built. Mitoe ended up shipping 8 crossbows and bleeding out a couple units here, and it's not really what you want to do. And Mitoe is now trying to herd far hunts. He's going to end up killing a villager too. So, I mean, this is looking really good for Kaister right now, I think. Yeah, just lost a villager. Hunts are running very thin. Shipped 8 expos, wasn't able to do anything with it. And that hunts are going to be running out pretty soon. So... more crossbows being trained from Mitoe, and it just feels like Mitoe has to push, I guess, at some point. He's like committed to the H2. He's committed to like pushing at some point. I don't know if we'll see DOPS being shipped and then go time for Mitoe, but I mean, whenever he does decide to push, it ain't gonna be easy. Unless if he just plays a straight up H2, but then I don't think that really works. Hurting this hunt over here, which I think is really good and smart. 700 coin chip for Kaister, which I like. Just going to be able to field more unit batches. Stable at home, which is probably not good. Probably wanted to get that stable. Okay, wall is being deleted. Probably want to get that stable closer over here. These are Mitoe's walls. Okay. And yeah, that 3 DOPs being shipped, and it's go time for Mitoe. Let's see if this works. He does have a lot of freaking pikes. So he concedes very quickly. Cellar Wagon coming forward to wall off just a segment here, prevent wow, yeah, okay, nice, I guess. Pikes need to get there though. Can try to basically hit and run with the crossbowman, but he's gonna lose the Cellar Wagon, I think, and that's gonna be actually really big. Cellar Wagon very low health, and it does go down. Another villager exposed. I think the trade is going really well for Mitoe, though, with that being said. But at the same time, like, losing that Cellar Wagon, Mitoe has to basically win the game right now, and I don't think it's going to happen. The Cossacks are starting to melt. Needs to keep the pikes alive for sieging, though, to get these blockhouses down. Minutemen even being called. Oh, it looked like they were... kind of went the wrong way initially. There are still some DOPs, so batch of Strelets being trained here. DOPs getting on them right away. That is a lot of crossbows, though. That's just a lot of units. So this is kind of working for Mitoe, I guess. He's going to end up breaking this location, and if we look at the recalculated eco, Mitoe is actually still up. He's up 3 villagers, even with losing a Cellar Wagon and I think 2 villagers. So wow, this actually worked out for Mitoe. 5 Ulans being shipped. Who would have thought? Jeez. It felt like Kaister should have been able to hold that. The stable built at home, I think, was massive. Like, what if these, I don't know, the Aztecs could have popped here and with the Strelitz shipments? That stable at home, I might have lost Kaister in the game. I don't know. And now, I don't think you want to fight right here. The Strelitz having to walk all the way from home. Muskets trained. But the Strelitz shipments. The Strelitz just not getting there in time. And I felt like Kaister kind of had this one, but letting it get away from him. And the Strelitz now getting caught. And Mitoe, yeah, somehow made this work. Up 2 villagers. He kills the blockhouse. Donated a couple Strelitz and Kaister just taps out here. Wow, GG. And Mitoe takes the series, wins 3-2 and advances. Wow, what a series. Man, that one game where Kaister, that one earlier design where Kaister was poor, definitely would have liked to see Kaister play that one out. Could have, would have maybe, I don't know, had a chance at, definitely had a chance at winning that one. But yeah, either way, really good push there from Mitoe. Interesting. Mitoe taking the series 3-2, a very close series. Mitoe will be moving on to the round of 8, where I believe he'll be facing Aztec.